welcome back. It's a very grisly, grey and drizzly Tuesday morning. We're just heading back from Louth. We're actually still in Louth. We've been out to get some stock up on supplies for my low carb. I don't want to say diet, so let's just say way of eating, like we say. So we've stocked up. We've been to Grapetree, Holland and Barrett and Aldi. But as we're just leaving Louth, we're going to pop into the garden centre and get some gooseberry bushes. Hopefully, fingers crossed, if they've got some.
Yeah.
So
Go for that one, yeah?
Yeah, how much is that one?
£5.99, which isn't cheap, but it's alright.
$3.15. We don't need three, do we?
Just one will do.
Okay. Grey, drizzly day. Look at that Acer there by the side.
Yeah, it's the right time of year, isn't it?
Yeah, beautiful. The heathers look nice as well, don't they? Oh, cyclamen. They're beautiful, aren't they? £3.49 or 3 for £9. I think they're about £1.25 at the car boot. Oh, look at these big ones here. Oh, they're beautiful. £9.99 each.
Yeah, okay.
I like these. Limelight and vanilla fray. What are we looking for? Gooseberries. I'd forgotten what we were looking for. Over there? Do they look like fruit bushes?
Yeah.
Tayberries, red currant, raspberries, more raspberries, jostaberry,
Next.
jojo berry. There we go, gooseberries,
But we want to see if we've got
blackberries. These red ones look nice, but they're not thornless. Darren really wants thornless ones. What's those? What's a goji berry? No idea.
Some sort of mix, isn't it?
Mind you, isn't it the spikes that stops them eating stuff? If you're going to put it outside your cage.
I don't know, to be honest, but
We'd find out, I guess.
Maybe.
We'd find out. Do you need a miniature cow? Oh, look at that one. Little robins. Right, so no more complaining about me talking about Christmas. After that, full on Christmas in every colour scheme. I'm more of a traditional red and green lover at Christmas, although I did like the sort of burgundy ones. I'm not so much a pink and silvery and light blue and all that, but anyway, I love a bit of Christmas, so I quite enjoyed that. We decided against the gooseberry bushes because they were how much?
£12.99.
£12.99 each.
They were not very good.
And they weren't very good, so Darren's gonna order some bare root stock off Tinternet. But now we're heading home to the doggies. So we're back, and I thought I'd show you what I picked up in Aldi to add to stuff that we've already got. We've already got most things in, but I just wanted some extra bits. So I've got a cauliflower, so I can do cauliflower rice. I've got some courgettes, so I can do like zoodles. Is there another word for zoodles? Basically with pasta instead of pasta. Cucumber to add to salads because we've still got loads of green lettuce from the garden. I've still got a few tomatoes, so I didn't need those. Peppers, frozen raspberries and frozen blueberries, some Greek yogurt. That's for Darren really, more than me. Olive oil and balsamic because we're nearly out. Some mozzarella and some Emmental. So that was all from Aldi. And this was the stuff I got from Grape Tree. Ground almonds, so like almond flour. Sunflower seeds, I've got some, but these were a good offer for all that, so I better get eating sunflower seeds. Mixed nuts, some Brazil nuts, because there isn't Brazil nuts in there. And xanthan gum. We did a Tesco's order that was delivered, and they replaced the xanthan gum with chocolate dipped fruit and nuts. I can't quite see the logic in that, but anyway, so I got some of this in Grape Tree. I also got some of this because I've got a recipe to make a kind of bread with that. Did we go anywhere else? Oh, I got some supplements from Holland & Barrett, hang on. And then I got some 3 billion live-friendly bacteria for gut health from Holland & Barrett. And then in boys, if that's how it's pronounced, my mum always calls it boyes for some reason. I got a couple of pots of this because I find this is the best for my skin at the moment, and also a bit of that. I'm going to start making us some lunch. We're having meatballs with a pasta sauce that I got out of the freezer that I made from our tomatoes in the summer, because it definitely feels wintry now. I'm going to have courgettes, Darren's going to have pasta, and maybe some chard or something on the side. We'll see. Meatballs are bubbling in the sauce. I added some mushrooms and peppers. And then this is just some chard and mixed leaves. And there is my courgette, that's the other word. Zoodles or courgette pasta for Darren. My aim is to eat as many vegetables as I can, as varied and mixed vegetables as I can. So I'm not restricting root vegetables like some people do when they do low carb. So I'm still going to eat carrots and sweet potato and swede and parsnip and all the leafy greens. And I'm going to eat pulses as well, lentils and beans. But I'm avoiding pasta, bread, white potatoes, rice, that kind of thing. Fingers crossed. It's worth it. So there's mine. And there's Darren's. Hello. Welcome back. No, don't be sniffing my stuff. You can say hello. Say hello. I don't trust you. I've got Nuisance with me. Some of you might have noticed that... Oh! You mad dog! You right? Oh, God. I swear, that dog. Some of you might have noticed that Darren's changed the channel name of his channel to Gardening with Dogs. Because it's going to be more about the dogs, because the dogs take up so much time and so much energy. Anyway, that one in particular He's a nuisance. Yeah, it's about 2:15 and it's really dark. But I want to show you the stuff that I'm putting on my website. There is some Christmas. It's mainly Christmas tins today, so I'll show you those in a minute. When we went out earlier to go to Louth, opened the front door, and on the slate step there was footsteps, like wet footsteps. So some sort of dog or animal had come right up to our front door and walked across the path. I was like, but they were like proper size. They would be like our dog's sort of size footprints. So God knows. Hey, anyway. Yeah, I've got some bits and bobs out. Should we start with Christmas? No, we'll start with other stuff. I showed you this tin that I picked up. Did I? I don't know. I did a video for members only on Saturday and then stupidly put it out to everybody. So some of you might have seen this and some of you might not. Because then I switched it to members quick as I could. Yeah, I got this on Saturday, an absolutely gorgeous vintage tin. Look at the graphics on that. And then not only that, but it goes all the way around here like this. So it says, hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon, the dog laughed to see such sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon. Isn't it gorgeous? What makes it? Horner, George Horner. So there's that one as the first one. Oh, I love it so much. Then I've got these funky like salt and pepper pots, but they're like ghosts. But what I really like about them, they're hugging. How cute is that? So yeah, I really like that. I mean, they're not necessarily ghosts. Let's not tell them what they are, but look at that. Isn't it gorgeous the way they hug each other? So there's that. I've got some little glass cows. I'm going to put the picture there rather than trying to pick them up. They are, well, I'll pick them up one at a time. Tiny whiny. So this is the biggest one, like that. And then this is the little one, like that. Aren't they cute? Little glass cows. Look at the little spots on the back. So cute. So that's those. Right, now we are going into sort of, oh no, we've got one more thing that's not Christmassy. Buttons. Right, you know how I love a tin of buttons. Well, this is a box of buttons, but they're all wooden buttons. Can you see? So there's ones like that are cut out. There's nice big ones. It's just all wooden buttons. Ones like that. Just a really nice selection of wooden buttons. So there's that one. Then we're going on to Christmas. I've got a pair. I mean, these don't have to be Christmas, do they? Candlesticks. The good thing about these is you can use a tall, like taper candle, or a tea light, because the tea light will fit on a little ledge before it goes down for the bigger, taller candles. So you've got options, but look how they sparkle as you twist them round. Isn't that lovely? So there's that. And then I've got this pair of nutcrackers. Obviously, you can't actually use these as nutcrackers because they're too diddy-widdy, but they are cute. So there's those. And then I've got, bizarre, look at this little angel. Isn't she lovely? Look at her face with a trumpet, is it? She's got wings. Looks handmade, but it's so sweet. Really love that. And then this one, look at her face. I think she's supposed to be singing. She's got a thing so you can hang her up. I just love her face. She's like a flower fairy because these are petals. And then that's her wild hair. And on the back of her hair, she's got a butterfly. I think she's so cool. These aren't Christmassy, I don't think. This one's got a little tag on it. It says finger puppet. So I'm guessing you can put your finger up behind there. She's a little fairy. Does it say who she is? No. Don't think so. Does it open up? No. So yeah, little angel-y fairy finger puppet. That one, I'll pop that on. And then this is lovely. It's like a origami lady in a kimono, all made out of paper. Isn't that gorgeous? Really love that. So those bits are on. And then I've got a whole load of Christmas tins. So I'll bring one up at a time. There's a big box down here. I've got this Christmas tree one. Musical. It's got little birds and owls and gold, like pine cone type things. It is, I think it's a Marks and Spencer's one. Does it say? Yes, Marks and Spencer's. All my tins are empty. Don't expect biscuits. I don't want to wind it up anymore because I'll be listening to it all day. There's a nice little one with snowflakes on. Little round one. Ideal for biscuits, mince pies, etc. Here's one for hanging on the tree. If you don't like wrapping presents, again, love this. With under his toadstool, a little elf or whatever. And then there's this little rabbit. It was originally Heathcote and Ivory, like that. Isn't that lovely? That one. I've got a penguin one, and that one sort of rocks. When you put it down on the table, it's got a round bottom, so it like rocks like this. Isn't that lovely? And then the tin opens like that. Perfect for hiding gifts inside. Another one perfect for hiding gifts inside. As I said, recycled, reusable, all of those things. It looks like a parcel, doesn't it? It's got handles, poinsettia and all the Christmassy stuff like that. So if you don't like wrapping, bit of tissue paper and you're well away. I've got, hang on a minute, a little set of 2 rectangular Father Christmas ones. So one's a little bit smaller than the other, like that. Again, if you don't like wrapping. Oh, love this one. Look at that, with the nutcrackers on. Isn't that lovely? Like that on the back. Like that on the inside. Really love that. A simple Merry Christmas one. The Christmas tree. It's just got stars and things around the outside. Here's a funky one. Father Christmas in a race car. It's got like turning wheels. That's the underneath. Say who it was made for? Santa racing car. It had jelly babies in it originally. Did it do? No, can't see. Silver crane design. I think they make a lot of tins, don't they? Silver crane. That's the inside. That one. Right. This one is I want to say Marks and Spencer's. Oh, why aren't they always in the same place? Made M&S, yes. That took me a while. So it's got the lovely Christmassy, wintry scene around the outside. And then this is the lid, dome top. You lift that off and Oh, I know. Just get. So you press that and it lights up, and then this gives a starry scene on your ceiling or on your walls. And if you turn it, it's musical. And then the stars and the moon and everything goes around on your ceiling. And then you can put the lid on. It's that one. Got another musical one. This one, it's like a traditional tin with all these sort of traditional scenes. They remind me of like Christmas cards in days gone by. There is a wind up button on the top. Do we know who this was made for? No. Produced in the UK. Pastimes. That's the problem with winding them up. Thank you. I've got this one, which is a Good Housekeeping one. It's got real traditional scenes on it. You see? And there is the top. The top is a bit marked and faded. And all of the tins may have little scrapes and stuff. They're not new. This was a Simmers biscuits, exclusive for Sainsbury's, Good Housekeeping biscuit selection. But I just love how traditional that looks. This is that one. Running out of space. Are we ready for another musical one? Here we go. This is a musical Christmas biscuit selection from Fortnum & Mason. So it looks like, I think that's supposed to look like Fortnum & Mason shop. This one is quite, it's got quite a few little rust marks on it. It may clean up a bit more, but there are quite a few little rust marks on it. Let's have a look at the inside. Yeah, you can see the inside a bit like that. Dare we do the Okay, another one. So this one is a Marks and Spencer's one. Again, are you ready for it? You get the idea. And then the last one is actually 3 tins. One out of the other. Line them up. Isn't that cute? So you've got 3 separate tins. One's snowman and his body and his hat. Isn't that lovely? Right, that's it. Hope you like. I forgot to show you something else that I put to one side. I've got these couple of little duck baskets. I'm going to do them singly, but so there's that one because I put it's a rabbit, wasn't it? A rabbit basket on. So I thought I'd put these on as well. Little feet, look at that, so cute. And I've got a few of each of these, but I'll do them as an individual so you can choose. And they're very similar, so they might vary very slightly, but yeah. There's those 2 as well. Thank you to Christina, Tina, Claire, Rosalind and Julie for ordering on my website, and Susan for using my Avon link. If you didn't know, I have an Avon link, which means if you use the link in my description box, it takes you to Avon. You order as normal. It doesn't come through me. It goes straight from Avon. But I just earn a tiny bit of commission. So it's another way of just helping me, and I appreciate it very much. So Susan, thank you very, very much. What's happening this week? Something and nothing. So what day is it today? Tuesday. Tomorrow we're going to pop out, hopefully I'm going to pop in the doctor's and see if I can get a doctor's appointment at some point soon. Parcel drop off. We may be going to see a friend who we buy stock from. Not sure. Got to arrange that, so that might be this week or another week. Yeah, and then I need to do some listing because I haven't done any listing yet this week. Darren's been busy doing stuff, so it's not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, well, thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. If you could leave me a comment and a thumbs up, it really does help with all the algorithms. Anything at all. If you want to ask any questions, or if you want to leave a bit of advice with the healthy living, etc, etc, yeah, it all helps my channel. The more everybody gets involved in the comments. I don't think I can talk anymore. My brain is seizing up. I've got yoga soon. What time is it? 10 to 3. So in about an hour I've got yoga, so I can switch off completely then. Last time I went, I fell asleep. Almost as embarrassing as when my back went and I couldn't get off the floor. Oh dear. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon.